Okay, so earth signs, here is your full moon message. I kind of have like a general message, then what are we kind of being encouraged to release this month, and what's coming in for us. Okay, so it's kind of funny. This kind of comes up. You're the third sign that I've done, and I'm kind of feeling like I could have just done one video for this because they do differ a little bit, but it's like this full moon, I'm kind of feeling like this is the time for us to decide where we are going. Like, what are we going to move forward, or are we going to stay where we are? Okay, and I'll explain why I think that for you. You have the Vampire card. To me, the Vampire card, this can come out two different ways. One, I kind of see her cloak as being a very comfy blanket. So being in a comfort zone and not wanting to leave. It's like when you're in your bed and it's nice and warm and you have to go do things where you're like, nah, I just want to stay in bed all day. Okay? It's kind of like that feeling. The second one is I interpret dark cloaks as being heavy weights, kind of being placed upon us. And I talked about this in the water sign reading. It's like the heavy weights that are being pushed on us are more of the societal shoulds. Okay, so it's like, I mean, it could be stress or anything like that, but to me, it's like us being weighed down by opinions of others and that sort of thing, right? Now, I do feel, in a sense, there's something that may be weighing you down or holding you back. It could be wanting to stay in your comfort zone or afraid to leave it, because you have the Rescuer card. And even though she has a life preserver and she's picking it up, I'm interpreting that as being an anchor. It's like she's picking up the anchor and she's saving herself. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card. So you have the two sides. Are we going to stay weighed down, or are we going to lift up the anchor that's been holding us back and we're going to move forward? Now, you also had 3 cards that came out sideways. I interpret any cards that come out sideways as being energy, like the potential is there, but it's up to you, and you actually had the it's up to you card, okay? So, you have the Slave card in the sideways position. To me, I read the imagery, so it's kind of like being stuck. Like, it looks like she's actually entangled and stuck in something. You also have in that position the Guide card. So to me, the Guide is like, okay, I've decided to embark on this journey. I'm picking up my lantern and I'm going. And the significance of the lantern is I might not know exactly where the heck I'm going. It's going to be unraveled, right? So you only need to see the next step to be able to go on this journey. So, and I also love that she has the owl on her shoulder, I believe, or on her finger. To me, that is talking about listening to your intuition, your inner guidance, and also your spiritual team. Okay, so again, with kind of being stuck in a comfort zone, you have the Appreciation card, but to me, it's giving me vibes of another card that's in this deck called the Garden and the Gate. And in that card, I always interpret it as being in a comfort zone. It's like this little girl and she's in this beautiful garden. She's kind of happy where she is. It's not very big. She kind of like looks beyond it and thinks, you know, what else could be out there for me? And she has the key to the gate around her neck, so it's up to her. If she wants to leave that comfort zone, she can unlock the gate and go on her journey. Going on that journey. Okay? In this card, she's sniffing the roses, right? Like, to me, she's just kind of like, well, I've kind of accepted that this is where I am. For some of you, that might resonate with you. To me, it's like she's in the middle of that comfort zone. She's not even close to the gate. So that could be just for some of you. Okay. And again, with having like the two sides, you have the Patience card in reverse, which sometimes I can interpret as being like frozen. And then you have the Magician in the mirror, which I interpret as being like being, they're saying the master of your universe, right? You are the captain of your ship. Whatever it is that you want, you're going out and you're making it happen. Okay? So this could be whatever desire that you have, right? It could be moving towards your life purpose and a career that you love. It could be buying those shoes that you want. It could be so many different things. And I need water, sorry. But what are we going to choose? Which direction are we going to choose? This is so like the water sign reading, but different. Definitely, there's different aspects of this. Clear my throat. Okay, so they keep having me clear my throat for your reading, so there's definitely, we're talking about communication. Communicating what it is that we want. I will say this probably every single video that I will ever make. If there's something that you want to be, do, or have, you need to speak it. Speak it into existence. So being the magician in the mirror, your own magician, angels and guides, I want this. Please help guide me towards that. You don't have to do it alone, honey. You don't have to do it alone. That owl is there for a reason. This girl's not going on this journey by herself. Because I just love the interpretation of this, of being in the dark. It's like with your life purpose. You might not know what it is. Some people kind of know right off the bat. Other people don't. Me? No. I have ideas. But what's the fun in knowing exactly what you're meant to be doing? Like right off the bat, okay? This is all about a journey. It's a journey. So what they're going to do is you're going to be kept in the dark for a lot of things, and they're nodding my head. Yeah, you're going to be kept in the dark for some of this stuff, but they have the light. They're going to help illuminate what it is that you need to see. Where is it that you need to go? It's kind of like the GPS. They're making me feel, I hate driving in the dark. I hate it. I think I have night myopia or something like that. But this one time I had to drive home in the dark, and it was a way that I've never been before. So I used my GPS, I put it on so it would warn me ahead of time when to turn, okay? So, and they're giving me chills on my legs. But that's how I got home. That's how I got to where I needed to be, even though I'd never been that way before. And that's what they're saying here. We are your GPS. We help illuminate that sign. We help you know when to turn, all right? And the thing is with the GPS, right? You could be driving and miss it. You could miss it. And that happens often, honey. That's what they're saying. That happens often. But, what do they do? Recalculating. Okay? So sometimes you might have to turn around. Other times it's just another street that you go down. It might be a little bit longer. Who cares? Now we know where to turn. So that's what they're saying. It's like, and don't worry about making the wrong move. That's a big lesson that I've been learning. It's like, this isn't perfect. Your path is never going to be 100% perfect. It's not a movie. Like all of a sudden, like this happened, and I mean, stuff like that does happen, but it's not like if you missed your turn, that you actually miss a turn at something in your life. So that's what they're saying with that. which I like. Maybe some of you have felt that you've missed your turn. Yeah, they're nodding my head. Some of you may have felt that you've missed your turn on something. Maybe you're older and you feel that you're too old to go back to school. They're showing me dance. Some of you might think that you're too old to be a dancer, but it's something you've always wanted to do. They're saying, honey, go out and be a dancer. Be a dancer. You could be a dancer in so many different things. You could still be a backup dancer, they're saying. You could own your own studio. You could work at a studio and do dance classes. If you're older, they're showing me like 52, which to me isn't that old, honestly. But if you are older, you could have a dance class for older people to do dance, because we're still discovering ourselves at 52. We're still discovering ourselves at 82, right? This is a journey where we are always going to be finding new aspects of ourselves, finding new strengths that we have. And they're reminding me, I used to take, I was in a program for recreation and leisure, and there was this one class where we had to come up with actually like a kind of like a class for people. And I decided to choose, how do I say this? It was like basically teaching people, like it was a beginner classes in sports, because it was a sports, kind of a sports related program at the time. And having intro to these sports for older people at any age, really, but it's just like, I think about me. And I'm not saying that I'm old or anything, and I don't even want to say older in that case. But I'm in my 30s, I'm headed towards my mid-30s, and I'm just beginning my life. Like, I just feel that I'm finally coming into my own, and I'm just beginning my life, but I have anxiety. And I have that hesitancy to join groups because I'm afraid that other people, maybe in the example of being a dancer, some of them have been dancing since they were 4 years old. And they're like, you are too, just not professionally, right? So there is a bit of anxiety of going out and putting myself in a class. And in some cases, some classes don't even exist for people who are older. So it's like for beginners, right? I don't mean in dance, but just in general, right? So it's like, I have a feeling I'm going to lose where I was. But anyways, what they're saying here, it's like, it's not too late. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you are beginning. Just beginning your life. It doesn't matter, because there is something out there for you. If you want to dance, go out and make that happen. Dance on YouTube. Dance on YouTube. Figure it out. They will help you with that. But what they're saying is, I always interpret this card as like, it's time to leave our cave. To me, my cave is my bedroom, our comfort zone, where I feel the most comfortable, the most me, right? They're saying it's time to venture out of that. Let's venture out of that and see what's possible, is what they want me to say is, let's see what's possible for you. Okay? Whew. You have the Transform card, and I love this card because she has in this jar a bunch of butterflies, and to me it looks like she's letting them out one by one until the room fills up with butterflies. In this case, I interpret the butterflies as being parts of yourself, like your passions, your dreams, your goals, and she kind of looks a little, they want me to say she looks seasoned, you know? She looks a little older, And again, I don't want to get like caught up in age. This could be anything. Like, they're even making me feel like with modeling or something, sometimes they're told, okay, well, you have to be a certain height, or you have to be a certain age, and then after a certain age, they don't want you, okay? But I see, like, even actors and actresses, not everyone's age 25, right, in life. So obviously they need people of different age groups and backgrounds. They're showing me and different sizes and shapes for movies, right? So I wish I knew. I can't remember who it was, but there are people who are famous actors and actresses that got a late start. So don't worry about it, honey. That's definitely one thing that I really that I have to learn. I'm still learning it, and they're showing me on the card it's 35, and I'm gonna be 35 this year. And I want to be a mom, and I'm not a mom yet. And they're saying, don't worry about it, honey. Don't worry about it. If it's meant for you, it will be. And if it's something that you want, there will be a way made for you. Okay? So I love that this card is talking about letting those out. You don't have to do everything at once, but it's like, just start. Even looking at these butterflies as being one step at a time. If you want to dance and you've never really danced professionally in your life, start. You start small. Look at videos on YouTube and maybe try some of those dances so you can build up your confidence to maybe go to do a class or something like that, okay? Don't expect yourself to be perfect at anything. I was not perfect at card reading when I started. I'm not perfect at it now. I don't know if I'll ever be perfect at it. And everyone reads in their own way. So what I'm talking about may not resonate with you. It might not. But someone else who's talking, you may resonate with them. So this is like what they're saying. It's like, don't worry. Don't worry what other people are doing, what other people have done. Focus on what you want, okay? And that's the same thing with me wanting to be a mom. Most of my friends, they were married before I was in my 30s, before we were in our 30s, and having kids. And it's like, here I am, a single Jenna, no babies, no husband. But they're like, Jenna, that doesn't matter because your journey was different. It was meant to be different. It always was. Same thing with you. If you're worried about in comparison of what other people have done and what they're doing, don't worry about it. Because there's always someone out there who started doing something later and they're freaking fantastic at it, okay? So you can be freaking fantastic at something too. And sometimes, when you start something a little bit later, and I mean, you could be 24 and still feel that you're starting things later. It's just something that we feel inside of us, right? When we start things a little bit later, we've had that time to reflect. What is it that we want? And we're more wise. When I went back to school in my 30s, I was so much better a student than I ever was in my teens, and I was a pretty good student in high school, I think. I'm not the best. They're showing me my science mark from grade 9. Not the best, but there's a sense of maturity there. And maturity doesn't have to be age. It could be life experiences, emotional maturity. There's different levels of maturity. So viewing things in different ways too is what they're kind of making me feel. But that's what they're saying. Okay. You have the learn card. Don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to learn new things. We're always going to be learning new lessons anyways, right? All right. What else do I want to talk about? They're kind of bringing my my attention towards the songbirds, and then you also have the cat. So some of you might be staying in your comfort zone because you're afraid of others, right? To me, like, this is a predator that can harm or kill these birds. And obviously that's a little bit of a drastic example, but to me it's like, are we going to stay stuck because of fear of what other people are going to say or do when we decide to kind of break out of our shell? And they're singing that I'm coming out song, right? It's time to break out of your shell. This girl, to me, she just looks like really sad, really plain and sad. The other woman in this deck, she's wearing colorful clothes. To me, she's just like, she's okay with letting people see that she's different, right? That she's embodying who she is. She's dressing how she wants. This could even be about dressing how you want. It's an aspect. It could be an aspect of it. It's not the main message, but it's like, I can't remember which sign I was talking to about this, but it's like, you know, we should be able to dress the way that we want to without people saying something. Just because we don't dress like the latest fashions or something like that. Like, they're making me think of, there's some people on YouTube where I've watched videos where they dress in like maybe Victorian style, or they dress differently. I can't remember what. There's one YouTube channel that shows like how people that live their lives differently, and I love it. I can't remember what it is. If I remember, I will share it with you, because I encourage people to watch that. But it's like, I love the Victorian era. I would love to sometimes dress like that. I love like the 1950s style outfits too. Not that I would dress like that all the time, but it's like, I want to be able to dress the way I want to without someone saying, oh, you're this or you're that, in a negative way, right? So fear of being ourselves because of others. And I mean, everybody has this, absolutely 100%. Everyone has that in them. And it's like, are we going to kind of, move past that, right? It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do that. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to pick up that anchor and dress the way you want, or live the way that you want? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. That's the messages that I'm getting for this full moon. It's like, you want to be you want to have what you want. Let's do this. Let's do this. They're showing me the color green. Green means go. Time is now. Let's do this. But they're not saying it in like a rushing way. It's not like, okay, you got to do this now or it's never going to happen. No. That is not it at all. Don't worry about that. Baby steps. Just take baby steps. Let's move towards your goal. All right. They're showing me like the comparison of the cat, and then at the bottom of the deck there's the strength card and the tiger. And they'll show this to me sometimes in interpreting messages, because actually this cat looks like it has stripes like a tiger. So cats are little tiny in comparison to big tigers, right? So that, to me, it's like you don't go from being a cat to a tiger overnight. No. And of course they obviously don't, but it's like don't become oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm getting that. You don't become seasoned overnight in something. This is all about the baby steps. Like I was wondering, on the bottom of the deck you had the child magical card in reverse, and also the seventh chakra in reverse. And to me they look quite similar, but it's like a child and then a grown woman, right? So it takes time for us to grow and develop. We don't need to know who we are right away. We don't need to just like push ourselves out there and just be who we are like that. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the time. This is all about time. Whether we feel that it's past our time or we, you know, we're trying to rush. There's so, like, I feel that for some of you, this is about timing. Timing. They're showing me the perfect timing card that came in the last reading that I did. The perfect timing is when you go out and get it. When you go out and make this happen. That's the perfect timing. That's the perfect timing. When you are ready for it. That's the perfect timing. Okay. Where do we want to go? Yeah. So they're bringing my attention to the Don't Stop card. And in it, it looks like the angel is like kind of blowing like a trumpet or something like that. And to me, when I see that, it's like it's about speaking your desires to your angels and guides. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. So whatever it is that you desire, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, if you want to do something and you're not feeling comfortable yet to do it, leaving your comfort zone, becoming a dancer, whatever, angels and guides, I really want to become a dancer, but I'm feeling nervous about it. Can you please help me, guide me towards growing my confidence in this? And maybe they'll send you a YouTube video. Maybe they'll send you a class or something that is for beginners that maybe you would feel more comfortable doing. There's so many different things that this could be, and they will help you. They will help you build your confidence just like they helped me build mine. So don't worry about that. They're there, they're here for you. To me, this card, you won't be able to see it, but it's kind of like there's an angel. There's a bunch of angels, but there's one, and it looks like the person is just kind of like here and receiving the love and the messages from the angels. And that's what they want. They want to send you the love, or they're always sending you love, but they want to send you the messages. They want you, they're showing me the light card. They want you to live your life where you are, you know, living your dreams and your passions. I interpret light as you having that light inside of you and letting it shine. And that is your heart's desires. That's what makes you you, and letting that shine. And that's what they're making me feel, okay? They want me to talk about the 4-leaf clover. The 4-leaf clover. To me, I'm just kind of getting like it. You don't always get a 4-leaf clover. It's unique. Okay. I think they want me to talk about relationships for a quick second, because they keep showing me 2. So there's 2 clovers together. The card is a number 2. You also have the main male, which in this case, and the main female is on the bottom of the deck. It doesn't matter what gender you are, but this is what I'm getting. It doesn't matter who you are, and I've had this conversation before in my videos. It doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter what you've been through, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but just bear with me. There will always be someone out there who accepts you, more than just someone. But I just kind of feel that some of you are hesitant on being yourself. Fear of being judged. I kind of feel that some of you have just given up. It's like, not necessarily given up, but you kind of feel defeated in this. And I mean, I felt this before too. But they're saying, no, don't give up. Don't give up. In relationships especially, don't give up. If you are single and you are looking for someone and you're thinking, I haven't been with someone for so long, I don't see it happening. Oh gosh. Like, I know why they're talking about this right now, but you have the soulmate card in what we need to release, but I'm not going to talk about that in that aspect. But it's like releasing the fear that they're never coming in, releasing the fear of them not accepting you, because for whoever is for you will accept you wholeheartedly. Okay, this higher vibrational relationship or friendships or anything, because you do have the songbirds again, or friendships, these people are going to accept you for you. And you can run into people along the way who you might vibrate with a little bit, but maybe they don't accept you fully, or they just don't resonate with you fully. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Because you will find the people who resonate with you the most. Keep going on your journey because you will find where you belong. Don't live your life for anyone else to try to fit in. My team says this all the time. You were born to stand out. You were born to stand out. Do not limit yourself to what other people have expected of us. Do not remain tied up or stuck because you are afraid of what other people will think. People are going to judge you anyways. They're saying, people are going to judge you anyways. And I know it's not funny because it's rude. They shouldn't. They're going to judge you anyway, honey. So would you rather be unhappy where you are or be the best you that you can be and the happiest you have ever been in your life? Which one sounds better to you? And when you are the most you is when you meet the people that resonate with you the most. And also your existing relationships with your family and everything, they get elevated. Okay. I'm kind of feeling that in the cards for the aspect of what it is that we need to release. We kind of already went through it, but you have the sadness card. You also have the inner child, and she looks really sad. So to me, we're talking about inner child wounds, and that's all about being afraid of being judged. So that fear of rejection, working on our childhood wounds. So releasing that, easier said than done, I know. But if we talk to our angels and guides and say, I really want to release this, can you help me? They will help you. They will help you. But she does look really sad. So they're encouraging you to release that sadness and step forward on this journey to be whomever it is that you want to be. It's like we're unraveling. They're showing me like a mummy, like unraveling all those band-aids that are hiding who we are so we can finally get to the core of it. some of you are definitely looking for love because you do have the soulmate card, as I said. With this coming in the part that I'm asking, what is it that we may benefit from releasing? It's not releasing your soulmate. It's releasing the idea that you have to be any certain way to be able to have this person come in your life. That is a big lesson that I've had to learn myself. The person who is meant for you, this higher vibrational relationship, and even you can interpret this as friendship too, because soulmates can be your soul tribe. This could be twin flame, it could be anything. They are attracted to your soul. And when you are the most you, you're letting your soul shine. So don't worry about being anything other than yourself to make this person come in. To let this person come in, I should say. Not make. This person is going to love you no matter what. These friends are going to madly... Who are going to make me say these people are going to be madly in love with you? They are. Your friends, whomever this is, because some of you may be in a relationship right now. It could just be friendships, right? These people are going to be madly in love with you. They're going to love you. They're going to love you for you, and they're going to see your soul because you are going to let it shine. You're going to let it shine. Now they're singing This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. Okay? Yeah. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let your light shine. Okay. As for what's coming in for you, again, the main male, this is just an interpretation of my life. So to me, the main male is going to be if you are looking for a romantic partner, this person's coming in. This person's coming in when you let your light shine. It doesn't have to be like the brightest of light. Just start lighting it. Just start lighting it. Okay, Mercury retrograde can go away because my communication skills are pretty crappy the last couple of videos I've done. But they said, Jenna, nobody's going to care. The people who love you won't care. But yeah, if you're looking for love or anyone to come in your life, that's coming in. You also had the pathway card. So again, if we make the decision, to me, the pathway is about us going on this guided journey and being on our life path. You are on your life path. You're always on your life path, but you are on your life path, headed in the right direction. Headed on the highlighted route, as I was talking with the GPS. My guides are funny. When you are following your dreams. And I remember I was talking about your dreams and your goals being these butterflies. On the pathway card, each step of the way there's a butterfly, and I love that for you. It's like we're gonna go on these steps, and we're gonna let our light shine a little bit brighter every step of the way. So on the bottom of the deck, you have the success card. So I feel that no matter what it is that you do, you are going to be successful. So if you're heading towards a new career, if you want to be a dancer, I feel there's success there. So don't worry about it. It's time to let your light shine and take your power back. That keeps coming up so much. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, you had this message come out, care for your body. Self-love and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. And you had the blessings card. To me, the blessings card, especially in this case, it's like she's just like loving her body. Okay, so some of you might be afraid to move forward because you are, maybe you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. that is so common. That is so common. But what they're saying is like, love who you are, and you know, easier said than done. So this is about self-love and self-acceptance. That's where we start. We can't change anyone else's opinion. We can't force anyone else to think differently. All we can do is focus on us and how we feel about ourselves, and that is the most important thing that you can do. You can love and accept yourself. Some of you might be having difficulty with this. If I can do it, you can do it. All right? If you need help with that, ask your angels and guides to help you, and ask Archangel Chamuel to help you, because he is amazing. He has helped me on my journey and I love him so much. I honestly, I don't think I could have done it without my angels and my guides, and without him, absolutely not. But I see you embracing your magnificence. Once you start going on this journey, right? And allowing yourself to shine, you will see your own magnificence. Okay, sorry, Earth signs. Apparently that was God's way of telling me to stop talking. Because I think I had said everything that I needed to say to you. I hope that you enjoyed this message. Let me know if it resonates, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.